What's up guys, Counter64 here, and I just found out today there is a new Sonic trailer game, and I found out it's called Sonic, what's it called? It's called Sonic, okay, hold on, let me look it, hold on. It is called, let me just move this a bit. So guys, basically what's called is, my bad. It's a 2D Sonic game called Sonic Superstar. So, not gonna lie, it sounds interesting. So, let's get into the video and let's see what this game's about. See, I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, I am excited for. Before I do play this, I am excited for Sonic Origins Plus, where you can play as Amy. It kind of seems like they're gonna be doing something a lot with Amy Rose, cause like in the DLC of Sonic Frontiers, of course you can play with Amy. Now they're doing Sonic Origin, where you can play as Amy, and yet see. Who knows? Maybe in this next game, if it's because it's a 2D game, and I've been seeing a lot of posts on Twitter and stuff like that about like seems like Sega's doing a lot with Amy. Who knows? They might have Amy in the game, but I'm not sure. I probably doubt it, but I might be wrong because a lot is going on with Amy Rose, especially in the comics, now in the games, because like in the modern games, what I do hate is this. I miss we can play as different Sonic characters. Like, I know I was not part of that thing where people got mad at playing with different, where they couldn't just play as Sonic in the games. They had to play with all these different characters. I didn't mind that. And of course, not gonna lie, I know I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate for this, but the most Sonic game I've played was Sonic 06. That is the most Sonic game I've played. Of course, I would mostly be playing, like the most gameplay I'll probably be playing as is probably Shadow, and then Silver, and then Sonic. Yeah, but because, Sonic, I mean, not Sonic, but Silver, his abilities are pretty cool and all that, but, oh, sorry guys, I'm getting off topic. My mind's getting a lot of different stuff. If I'm being honest, I really don't get why people don't like all the other Sonic characters. Because of that, Sega won't let us play as no one else except for Sonic in a main Sonic, well, in the main mod and Sonic games. In the classic games, they pretty much just do whatever, it seems like. Especially when it was with, probably with Origins, because I haven't played Origins, but I do think you can play as different characters, especially with of course, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I do know you can switch from playing as just Sonic and Tails, and Knuckles, but I don't know what else they did with that, because I'm waiting to get Sonic Mania Plus, where I'm gonna get that, because it also comes with Game Gear games, and not gonna lie, I want to play some Game Gear games too, cause that's just extra bonus. But I found out, and I'm getting off topic, guys. So I hope y'all enjoy this video, and I hope y'all have a good day. Let's get into it. Holy shit! Okay. What's funny is it starts with Sonic running through. Okay. That trailer was fucking crazy. First, it starts with basic pixel 2D Sonic classic running through Green Hill Zone, and then right when he hits the gold poles, he stops, sliding through from the ground, looking at his body and looking confused. And I'm like, wow. And then after that, it's just the way he looks is just crazy because it's like they gave him like he looks confused but kind of excited, I guess, but mostly curious. And then he runs back to Green Hill Zone multiple times. Like he runs back to 3D, like the 3D ish, 2D ish version of kind of like Green Hill Zone. What looks different? Not gonna lie, it looked like in the back when you look in the background, it doesn't look like that, like that brownish gray color. Like it doesn't really look brownish. It looks more of a gray mountain type thing. And then close to the end, before Sonic leaps off and leaves, it shows my boy. Well, not only my boy, but like one of the funniest but what I wouldn't really call him a like he's a villain, but he's a goofy villain. And that's what I love about him and his team, the Hooligans. But you want to find out who it is, right? Knock the freaking weasel right there in his 2D glory. What's pretty funny. But like, okay, basically Knack being there, I love it. Like, not gonna lie, I know he doesn't get a lot of love, I guess, like from Sega. He's not really in the games a whole lot. Cause I guess they're making him just a classic. I guess they're making him in the hooligan. Like I don't know why I can't say it right now. Him the hooligan. Fuck it, him and his team. For some reason, I cannot say it right now. Hooligans, finally. So, basically, him being there is pretty good. And he's just looking at Sonic with a kind of grin, I guess. And it's just crazy. And then, after that, Sonic just. Okay. He just looks at the screen. He looks at us, does the I don't know what's going on look. Then he just runs off into this weird version of Green Hill Zone, what looks pretty cool. Like, okay, it looks like Green Hill Zone, but at the same time it doesn't. Like it does have a bit of differency. Like instead of being that brownish plat the brownish color with the green on top, it's more of a gray with green. Like it looks like Green Hill, but at the same time it doesn't a bit. And it looks like there's different versions of the day. Like there's like this day, and then there's like a what's it called? Like looks like the sun's going down, basically, kinda like. So then after basically like going through that, it shows Sonic in like this forest. What I not gonna lie, kind of love. Like, not gonna lie, I do love Green Hill Zone, but I do wish Sega makes more different levels like they did in the past. Like, I don't mind seeing different levels what are similar to past levels but changed up a bit. I don't really mind that if it's not that noticeable. But like there's a lot of stuff in this game where it has different how do you say it? Textures, I guess. But it's more like I'm glad. Not gonna lie, I am glad Sega is making. Seems like they're making more Sonic games, and I'm not even at the best part yet. I'm just going, and of course there's a lot of enemies. But then after that, this level what looks fucking awesome. What I saw, it reminded me of this arcade type of gameplay. Like, imagine, uh, like, I want to say, like how Wreck It Ralph, anytime when he punched pixels, the way they would fall from the Wreck It Ralph movies. But also, I want to say like the 2D, but more like 3D version of Pac-Man, the game, where it's more like it still plays as Pac-Man, but you can see the different stuff. Okay, well, I can't really explain it, but it's like this. I'm trying to explain it the best way I probably could, but okay, I think I got it. So it's like base everything's glitchy. Well, not really glitchy, but pixelated, but at a 3D, but it's 3D, but it's pixelated at the same time. Like the whole game is 2D, like you could tell by what y'all just watched. But I mean, like, okay, I'm just gonna show y'all. Okay, this is what I mean. Like the textures and all that. And by the textures, like, okay, y'all do know some of those games which y'all can get from the Google Play Store, where it's like supposed to be like pixelated artwork but 3D at the same time, and there are some of those levels where the stuff is falling apart. Okay, I'm just gonna say it kind of reminds me of a better version of Null Space. A better version of Null Space slash a digital, being stuck in a digital world, basically, like Digimon. That's one of the things what I was thinking of, but I wasn't really sure when I saw it. And then, like, of course, um, what is it? Of course, then after that, it would show like the two levels what y'all already seen before, the that jungle level, and then it would go back to Green Hill. Then of course, one part where it says like it goes through Sonic Running, then it basically what fucking excited me was it all the characters you could play as. You could play as Sonic, of course. Then of course, you could play as Tails and Knuckles. But the last character, I did not expect, but I was hoping because you never get to play as this character, especially you're like I'm gonna say in the 90s, you only played this character well like once in one game, and that was what in like Sonic the Fighters. Y'all can already guess. Fucking Amy Rose is not just Amy Rose. Let me get the figure. Classic Amy Rose you could play as. Yes, I do have a classic. Cause I'm a collector and I do collect a lot. Like here's Eggman. Well, classic Eggman. Well, Robotnik. And like, of course, in the future, whenever I feel like it, I will do maybe I might do a Sonic collection video. But I'm getting off track right now. But you can not just play this character singly, you could do like a multiplayer gameplay. And like Amy's abilities, like of course she seems fast like all the other characters. She can use her Pico hammer. And the way like you know how like in Sonic Mania, how like you can use Mighty to okay, how you know when there was a place you couldn't get through and you can just bounce up and down and then you just goes through the wall. Imagine that, but with Amy's hammer. And not gonna lie, there's this one robot what I saw. What kind of reminded me of crab meat, but at the same time not. Like it was this giant robot, but it was more longer, more kind of thicker and skinnier, and it looked like a robotic version of a whale, but not at the same time. It was just way too crazy. And then there's this one level. What I thought of was what was it? It was all pixelated and crazy. So basically, I guess in this pixelated level, all the characters get like this 3D pixel artwork. You know? Hold on. This is what it looks like basically. Like this is the best reference I could find. So this is basically what it looks like in this level. Like you can see the similarities. So yeah, like not gonna lie, that does look pretty neat and cool. And like the level kind of gives like this pixel arts, like this weird, like the whole level is just full on pixels, but like it gives you that old classic-y pixel art feeling, you know. And then they what one thing what surprised the fuck out of me, Sonic and his friends turning into freaking squids. To squids. Like, okay. Look at this. There's Knuckles. There's the other guys. And I'm like, holy shit. What the hell is Sega thinking? Like, I don't mind it. Like, who knows? The gameplay might be fun. Turning Sonic into a squid and you're just floating around. Who knows? Like, of course, it shows them basically floating like they're underwater. And then there's this one move. Well, it reminds me of when Sonic, like in Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure. Like you know when Sonic uses the light speed dash, and then he has that. Then when you collect that bracelet thing where you can hold it for a long period of time, then he has like this bluish glow to him. Yes, Sonic has that, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god. I'm like, what is sick? Like, I'm thinking, wait, is this when Sonic gets the light speed dash? like in a timeline point of view? And I'm like, oh my god. Like, okay, I'm gonna show y'all this. That is what I'm talking about. Sonic looks like he's and of course the video says it's new abilities. Like it basically talks about I have like abilities and all that. And I'm thinking, does Sonic like is Sonic if is classic Sonic using the light speed dash and all that? Like who knows? It's crazy to me, and I'm getting excited for this game. Like it seems a lot of fun. And I'm like, holy crap. And of course in this ability it looks like Sonic can he can basically go through water, like he can go through water, and then after that it basically, I don't know why, but this next level I guess or whatever it is, for some reason it gives me this thing from Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, you know, when they have that thing and they can basically swing like Spider-Man and all that. That is what it kind of gave me a bit. Then of course with the special stage, it just, not gonna lie, kind of, I don't know why, but I guess they're gonna have to give you the worst special stage ever from Sonic 1 special stages of all things. Like I don't know if that's actually a real special stage or or if that's just a level. Like, if that's just a level, I'm just like, really? Why? If it's a special stage, I don't really mind it, but I kind of hope it's not. I kind of hope they do like what they did in Sonic Mania with that cool 3D, where you have to chase down those things from, I want to say um Sonic CD, because they kind of look like the little hovercrafts a bit. Then, after all that, we basically see all the Sonic characters fighting Eggman, and then there's one ability. Like, what the hell is Sonic in Naruto or something? Like, I didn't know Sonic can make freaking shadow clones. Like, when did he use this? Well, of course, in Sonic, well, okay, in Sonic Frontiers, Sonic can do that, but that's Sonic moving and fighting at the same time to make it look like he's making doubles. But nah, Sonic is just sitting there, he's just standing, and it shows him just out of nowhere creating shadow clones or something. I'm like, wow, okay, if Classic Sonic can do this, I'm thinking, dang, why does modern Sonic not have this? Like, this would have been a lot good with some of the battles, especially when not Frontiers, but Sonic Forces. Like, that could have worked. Like, imposters versus imposters. Like the fake Shadow, Chaos, Metal Sonic, and Zavik. Like, that could have been something. They have to fight a bunch of freaking shadow clone versions of Sonic. But not gonna lie, when I saw this, the first thing I thought of was, my eyes went like this. Naruto? And I was about to just go on the whole thing about Naruto. Oh my god. I know, guys, I'm a dweeb. But, nothing you can do about that. And not gonna lie, this Eggman robot, I guess what Eggman is piloting, kind of gives me Death Egg robot vibes with the head and all, but then the the whole other body is just. I don't mind it, but I have a feeling it's gonna be like the first boss in the game. Probably that's what it looks like. But dude, really? Okay, he's in this. It looks like he's in this giant mech. Like, let me grab it. Like this boy right here. It looks like he's like this with the head, but the whole torso is more skinnier and different. Instead of having spikes, he has like the spike balls. He has the spike balls from, well, what boss fight was it? I can't remember what boss fight. I can't remember which game it was, but which boss fight it was in. But I remember Eggman using a a spike ball was something. Like, I do know in Sonic 1 he had the ball, like the ball and ball thing. Well, no, what the chain ball attack and all that. I know he used that, but not gonna lie, the robot Eggman's robot design is just kind of. I'm not gonna lie, I got more excited over the freaking Shadow Clone Sonics more than the robot. Well, I guess the giant robot Mech Eggman was in. But yeah, then after that, it goes through the title, and of course, I thought it was over. Like, I thought it was over. I was about to click off until I was thinking, wait a minute, hold on, there might be a secret. There might be a secret. Who knows? And then at the end, it shows fuck, I said his name before. The guy, that one guy. Wow, hold on. Okay, guys. Basically, like, it goes back to that main screen, what you saw at the beginning of the video, with one side being all 2D and pixel art, and then the other side just being 3D and 2D at the same time. Then it shows Fang, Fang the sniper, Like, of course, I know he has two names and all that, but sometimes I go through one, then I would say the other. Like, Knack the Weasel and Fang the Sniper. Like, I think Knack the Weasel, by my preferences, I think Knack the Weasel is his real name, but Fang the Sniper is like, I don't know, a code name, or like that's just a title he can go by, like, because like, not gonna lie, I think, because in the comics, if I remember, especially in the Archie comics, I think he's like I wouldn't really say an assassin, but a man for hire. Like, if you hire him, he would do whatever you want with his team. Like, he's a hitman, basically. Actually, shit, that's kind of what he is. Like, that's basically what he is. Because I know Eggman hired him a lot, well, a few times in the game. Well, not in the games, but in the comics. Like, and also, I don't think he's gonna. It kind of sucks. I don't think he's gonna show up in the IDW comics. That would be pretty cool if he does. If he did, then I probably haven't seen it. But I do know I think they're just gonna keep him in the classic universe. What makes no sense because, like, classic Sonic and modern Sonic all the same person. Even what Forces says, that's Sonic from another dimension. Hell no, it's not. I don't believe that, and I never will. Especially when Sonic said, "Hey, it's been generations last time I saw you." That is the biggest hint. Like, that ain't no Sonic from another dimension. In the way classic Sonic moved, that's the same classic Sonic we saw in Generations. So yes. And also, I know there's supposedly a split timeline and all that, but I'm making my own timeline and all that, but like, try to piece what makes sense to me and all that. And like, of course, I do know Sonic 06 doesn't really exist anymore, so but there isn't a split timeline. Like, it's not Sonic from another dimension, Sonic from another timeline, probably. That's probably what they was going for. Then after that, it just has the title thing coming fall 2023 and all that. So yeah, guys, I do hope y'all enjoyed this video. I had fun watching this. My freaking fanboy brain was going off the charts. I was getting giddy. I wanted to freaking burst out and just getting all excited. I know I don't sound excited. I'm just trying to control my freaking excitement. This is so hard. I want to go ahead, somehow get this game right now and just play it. Just play it right now, because God, this seems so good. Like, it's, especially they're putting Fang in the games again. Like, I don't even remember the last time Fang, this, Knack the Weasel, Fang the Sniper was in a game. So guys, peace out, and I hope y'all, if y'all want, y'all can subscribe to my channel if y'all love my content. And also, don't forget to hit the bell icon. And also, if y'all want to get notifications every time I upload a video, guys, hit the bell icon, because if you don't, you will never know, and you will not know until it probably shows up on the YouTube, homepage, or like, pretty much it. But if y'all do, hit the bell icon, y'all get a notification like that, like the snap of your hands. So guys, and yes, I do know my haircut looks bad. I'm just waiting for my hair to grow out. Like, it's terrible as hell. I didn't want the person who cut it, they did it way too short and not how I wanted it. But when I tried to stop the person, but they fucked it up, and I was like, doesn't matter. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna have to deal with it and let it grow back. So guys, also, before I do forget, have a wonderful day. And also, I know it's summer, so anyone who has to go back to school, enjoy your summer, and because I know school's a hassle to deal with, I know that. So, guys, see y'all in the next video. See y'all later.